Hi everyone, I'm Kayyum, and in this video I will be show you how to select an HTML element and change it by using JavaScript. So for this I have created three files inside a folder. So I have given a name as in JavaScript project, the folder name, and inside that I have created the first file for HTML, which is named as sample.html. The second file for JavaScript, which is script.js, and the third file for if you want any styling or formatting the HTML page, then you can use CSS as your styling language. Okay, for that I have created style.css. So I'm currently in the first file, and I have opened the uh, same web page on the right hand side. So let me create the HTML type font. So let me show you that how we can use the shortcut. Okay. So emit abbreviation in this just press shift plus exclamation mark and then enter. In this way you can get a device with which is in this way you can get default format of your HTML page. Okay. So I want to give the title as JavaScript program. Okay. Okay, you can see that it changes. So let me give a center. Let me create some heading. In that I am taking JavaScript program as an our heading. Okay, and since I want it in the center, so I have mentioned center tag also following with the heading tag. In this way we can get the uh, heading as a JavaScript program. So for changing these for changing the uh, content inside any tag, we need to mention id in that tag so that we can use it for uh, changing whatever content inside that tag. So for now I am currently in heading, so I want to change what the heading is. So for that in heading I am mentioning id equal to for example uh, I am taking con as an id for heading tag. Okay, this is done. So now we can go with the JavaScript file. Inside this we need to select the element by using the id. Okay, so we are currently having id con. So by using this we can change the element. Okay, so for that inside this JavaScript program we need to mention document. So document means uh, our entire HTML program, entire HTML tags content. So document dot get element by id. Okay, so I'm using id. You can use classes, etc., tag name also, but currently I'm using id. Since you can see that id would be in the format of string, so we need to mention the id in double inverted comma. So I'm taking double inverted comma. Inside that I need to mention the id name, which is con. Okay, so that's why I'm mentioning con as an id name. Then dot. So now we can do styling of that content of that element, or we can change whatever inside that. So for that I'm changing it. For changing the content, for example, now I'm having a JavaScript as my heading, so I want to change this to new project of JavaScript. Okay, so for this for changing this to this, I'm using document.get element by id in HTML. This okay. So I have done typing. I can save it. I can save it, and we can save it, and we can see that. Let me okay. I have not given the script name. Okay, scripter path should be there. Okay, so for this I am using scripter.js. Okay, so now I mention the script name. Now it will be changed. Okay, now as you can see what it was previously having JavaScript program. Okay, and now we have changed it to new project of JavaScript. In this way we can change any type of element uh, of HTML by using JavaScript. Okay, so similarly in this way, uh, let me show you. Let me show you for this link CSS. Okay, style sheet. Okay, style sheet. So now for including CSS. So for including CSS, I am include a link tag also. Okay. So now we have include link tag also. We can change something here. So for changing this, we can take ID. So for ID inside CSS, for ID inside CSS, we can use ID, ID background color aquamarine. Let me changing. Okay. So now you can see that we have changed the background color for our element heading. For our heading we have changed a background current color to aquamarine. Okay, let me also change the text transform. Okay, let me see what we can transform. We can capitalize it. Okay, okay, we just have capitalize this. Okay, we can also do transform over Indian shadow overflow decoration. Like we can change it to uppercase also in this one. Okay, so you can see that by combining these three, we can make our HTML page as a very interactive and attractive. So currently I'm only show you by using a single tag. We can do it on multiple. We can use any videos. We can use GIF files, images, etc. So in this way we can do it. Okay. So what we've done, we have just created HTML page. Inside that, inside the body, we have mentioned heading, which is previously JavaScript program, and now uh, by using JavaScript, we have changed it to the new project of JavaScript. Okay. So by using JavaScript, we can change content of the elements. Okay. Then for formatting and styling, we use CSS, and you can see that by using for ID, we have just take a hash and then ID name, then ID value. So in this way, we can use HTML, JavaScript, and CSS to make our program interactive. Similarly, if we want to add let me take a division tag inside and will show you how we can use this division tag to create a new element using uh, using JavaScript. Okay, so let me tell you how we can do it. So for that variable add node. Okay, for this select document uh, create element. Okay, so inside that I am creating paragraph tag. I'm creating paragraph tag. Now let me add text. Let me add text dot create text node. Okay, inside that uh, for example this is added using JavaScript. Okay, so you can see that first uh, we created our first tag paragraph. Then uh, we know inside paragraph tag we can having content in a string format like some message or etc. So for that we have created text node. So after this we need to add append child. Okay, so we want this as a sub part of division tag, that's why I'm using append child. Add text node. Yeah. So in the paragraph by using this in the paragraph we can add this content. Okay, by using this we can add paragraph content. This is added using JavaScript inside the paragraph. Okay, so we have done with this. Now the next would be variable element. Okay, the next would be document dot selecting the element. Okay, by either ID or anything. Okay, so let me do it. What is the idea of our element? So here, okay, I'm mentioning class. I need to mention ID. Okay, so what is the ID for this and is the ID for that. Now let me element dot doing the same appending child and then use add node. Okay, so in this way we can do it. It's not working. Let me see. Not changing it to let. Okay, then next one changing it to let. Then last one changing it to let. Parts not working. So guys, I just got the answer. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, we have done this. So for making this possible, we need to add a paragraph element. Okay, we need to add a paragraph element here. And after adding the paragraph element, you can see that whatever we have done, that is showing here. Okay, this is added using JavaScript. Okay, we can change it to next. just now we done this. Okay, okay, you can see that just now we had done. Okay, it is reciprocating with the, it is changing and adapting using the same. Okay, so in this way add we can add elements of HTML using JavaScript. Okay, and using let me also make it formatable. So okay, so let me background color. Okay, background color blue wallet. Okay, blue wallet. Huh? Now it's more than enough. Or let me select another color. Okay, this would be better. Okay, now it's looking better. Let me text align center. Okay, we are just align the text to the center using the CSS. Okay. We have to do some more things. Mouse pointer events. Okay, pointer events. Okay, this is not working here. So in this way we can do it. Okay, we can style the HTML page using CSS. We can change the HTML element tags using JavaScript. So thanks guys for watching.